All right, so let's listen to it, and then I'll break down what's happening. Another three-chord song, but I'll point out what the guitars are doing, so you can kind of see, get some ideas.
You were late for the last train home. We had a way of losing track of time. Trees were bare, naked, and so were we. Two old strangers sharing really personal things.
The lyrics are so great. You know, the trees were bare, naked, and so were we.
Watch the sun sand on the Hudson. You touched my hair and kissed my neck. So you forgot how good I felt on your lips. And I thought, God, I hope she remembers this. I don't know where I belong. All I've ever known is gone. I've got nothing but you to lose. I don't know what I believe. Please have faith in me. The only truth I know is you. You took my coat, sit on the balcony. I catch a cold if it keeps you warm. The lake was frozen and so were we. We both know we won't make it to spring. I don't know where I belong. All I've ever known is gone. I've got nothing but you to lose. I don't know what I believe. Please have faith in me. The only truth I know is you. Let's be back here a year from now. Maybe then it works out. I'll try not to think about you and June. But come December, come the storm, fall back into my arms. Walk the Hudson back to you. I don't know where I belong. All I've ever known
So good,
is
so good.
gone. I've got nothing but you to lose. I don't know what I believe. Please have faith in me. The only truth I know is you. The only truth I know is you. The only truth I know is you.
Pretty good, right? Let's break it down. Let me show you guys what's happening here. Listen to the piano. What's happening here? So she hits the same chord 2 times. The first time I think is just to give herself the tonality, and then she said the second time that's the beginning of the song. Let me do that one more time.
You were late for the last train home. We had a way of losing track of time. Trees were bare, naked, and so were we. Two old strangers sharing really personal things.
So when I was first trying to learn this, because I tried by ear first, and the first thing I could hear was this walking bass line, right? But when I went to look at the chords, I saw that it's a, is that again an F sharp major? Same, so they like to do this F sharp thing. So I can see that it's that. And then they were saying it's a C sharp. And I was thinking to myself, because first I started to learn it by ear and I got that bass line, right? But then when I went to look at the chord sheet, it was telling me that it's an F sharp major going into a C sharp. And I was like, wait a minute, I'm hearing this bass line, right? How can it go here? And then this is where learning your triads and your different inversions comes in handy. And if you don't know what inversions mean, it just means that you have a different bass. The note of your lowest note in your chord is not the root note. So if you guys want to learn more about that inside of the theory course, I teach you guys all about that. But it's kind of a scary name when you hear it, like inversions. But it just means that you're playing a bass note. The lowest note of the chord isn't your root note. It isn't your one, right? So I realized, okay, for her to get this, this same chord, but to still have that nice walking bass line, she's going to have to use an inversion. I messed up. So that means that instead of getting this with this lowest note, we're going to have to use this. See that? And that's the sound of that inversion. So it's still a C sharp major, right? It's just now that it has the first inversion because the third is on the bass. And then that gives us the ability, see that? It sounds slightly different, right? And the reason again is to keep that bass going in one direction. It sounds so much nicer than if you were to go, right? There's a big breakup if your bass jumps from here to here, rather than going from here to here. See that? So that's why they do that. Then the next chord, so the first chord is a F sharp major, then it goes into a C sharp major with the first inversion. I know this is going over some of your heads, but it's still good to see these things, even if you can't fully understand them now. Maybe it'll make you go through the theory course. Then D sharp minor, okay, so then it goes back to this chord. So again, just 3 chords. Sometimes I like to, instead of playing the inversion the last time, I like to keep that bass note going. And I think sometimes the guitar player does that, and the piano always does the inversion, if that makes sense. So she'll sometimes, I think, keep this thing going. And the guitar player, I think, sometimes will do this to keep that bass line moving in the same direction. Okay, and then that's the whole thing. And then some other things that you're going to hear the guitar player doing is you'll hear this. Again, he's taking the F sharp major, the big chunk, and just breaking it down, right? So that's, instead of playing it here, he's playing it here, right? So again, 6th string root note, 5th string root note. If you know just the 5th string root note and the 6th string root note, so 5th string and 6th string, you're going to be able to find these little shapes, right? Because they're always within the chord, within the big chord, right? They're always within them, just hidden. Not hidden, but just you're covering them up with all these other notes that you don't really always need, right? So you'll hear the guitar, we'll hear it in just a second, going like this. For the D sharp minor, he'll play it here. So D sharp minor, and then again, the C sharp major. Okay, so you have the C sharp major 2 times. You could visualize it like this with big bar chords. Okay, I played it differently before because I wanted to have that bass line going in the same direction. Okay, so with that context, let's listen to it again. I'm gonna keep the camera on my guitar and try to play along, just so you guys can kind of hear what's happening and see it at the same time. Okay, so let's try that.
You were late for the last train home.
I think she does that.
We had a way of losing track of time. Trees were bare, naked, and so were we. Two old strangers sharing really personal things.
Band kicks in.
Watch the sun stand on the Hudson. You touch my hair and kiss my neck.
See if you can hear the guitar doing the. See if you can hear that. I'm going to go back a little bit just so you can hear it.
You touch my hair and kiss my neck. So you forgot how good I felt on your lips. And I thought, God, I hope she remembers this. I don't know where
Now they're just leaving the space. So they had the band come in, and then now they're taking the band out, right? And then that's really pushing the vocals in front where you can really hear them, right? Because it's an important part of the song. So let's do the whole thing one more time with all of that context, because I want you guys to be able to hear all of these things that I'm talking about.
you were late for the last train home. We had a way of losing track of time. Trees were bare, naked, and so were we. Two old strangers sharing really personal things. Watch the sun.
Now the guitar's doing its thing.
You touch my hair and kiss my neck. So you forgot how good I felt on your lips. And I thought, God, I hope she remembers this. I don't know where I belong. All I've ever known is gone. I've got nothing but you to lose. I don't know what I believe. Please have faith in me. The only truth I know is you.
So powerful. And notice how now everything is gone, right? So up until this point, the piano was doing a little bit of like, right? There were a couple of notes in there, but now when they went and really wanted to push the vocal to the front so we can hear like, this is important what we're saying here, it was just one little thing, right? And everyone else got out of the way, right? So listen to that one more
I
time.
belong. All I've ever known is gone. I've got nothing but you to lose.
See that?
I don't know what I believe. Please have faith in me. The only truth I know is you.
Drum. Boom.
You took my coat, sit on the balcony. I catch a cold if it keeps you warm. The lake was frozen and so were we. We both know we won't make it to spring. I don't know where I belong. All I've ever known is gone.
So now we have the same part again that was before extremely minimalistic, but now they have the entire band kicking in, right? So the guitar player now is already doing, right? Playing his chords a little bit fatter than he did at first, right? So now it's time to build this thing, right? Because we're kind of like at the second part, the middle part of the song.
I've got nothing but you to lose. I don't know what I believe. Please have faith in me. The only truth I know is you.
Solo.
Let's be back here a year from now.
Great song, right? All right, my friends. I hope this gave you some ideas, some inspiration, something to think about.